This wasn't actually part of the plan, but I think it might work. See, Avengers Tower was always a day one purchase for me, but I knew because of the height of the loft it would be a tricky one to place. This fits really well. Yeah, I like it. The left side of this back row I'd always planned to split into 2 levels to add a bit more interest, but the Avengers Tower here has given me another thought. I've got plenty of space on the lower level for both the Sanctum Sanctorum and the Daily Bugle. So why don't I give this side of the city a superhero theme and add this to the upper level too. Alright, so over the past week and a half I've been building this set and I've really enjoyed it. I'm not the biggest X-Men fan, so I didn't get all the references, but those that I did get I've enjoyed. And the minifigures are fun too. So as you can see, I've built it on a 2 base plate wide mills plate rather than the 1.5 that it needed, and I've also built it 2 studs further back. The reason being that hopefully when it's placed in the city it'll give the impression that it's on some kind of grand estate that continues beyond the walls and not just the building itself. So let's get those bits added and some details put in place, and then we can get it in the city and see what it looks like. And those changes have now been made. So on the left we've got a driveway for Wolverine, which then ends at the front with a bit more landscaping, which I've just done all the way along, nice and simple. Some more trees following the same design that was already in the set, just modified to use some parts that I had. Didn't have the parts I needed for a fountain, so I've just taken the one from the Botanic Garden for now and I'll replace that later. And then at the back there we've got Homer coming out of a hedge, which will make more sense when I do the rest of the area. So I'm just going to add the minifigures now and then we can get it placed in the city. And here we go, that's the upper buildings in place now, and I think they're all looking really good. On the left here we've got the newly built X-Men mansion on its raised platform, the Bricklink Designer Program construction site next to that, and yeah, you can't really see that left side from this viewing angle, but I think we can all agree that the crane is by far the best bit of this set, and that is easily viewable there next to the Avengers Tower, which is of course the set that caused us to make all these changes. I think I have a light kit for that somewhere, so I'll dig that out for next time and then we can get the minifigures back on. And then next to that we've got the Jazz Club. So at some point while I was building the Jazz Club I thought it'd be a good place to put the Muppet minifigures. So on the ground floor on the stage we have Kermit and the band. In the audience we've got Waldorf and Statler, probably not having the best time. In the pizza kitchen we've got the Swedish Chef, and we've got Fozzie Bear with a banana. At the front we've got Bunsen and Beaker, and on the first floor in the dressing room we have Miss Piggy, and then my favourite is Gonzo with his chicken on the roof being fired out of a cannon. Okay, I think this upper level's starting to come together now. So before we start working on the rest of the city, I'm just going to finish off this while we've still got good access. So I've got the foundations to do for the X-Men mansion, and I've got some plans for some smaller buildings underneath that. And then we need to place some minifigures and some other scenes and get that Avengers Tower lit up as well. So yeah, lots to do.